Hey everybody, and welcome to the ExtravaGala. We are so excited to have you all here. And to start off the night, I want to bring in a very dear friend of mine who's an incredibly talented performer, Miss Jeannie Walla. Hi, Jeannie. You look fantastic.
Thank you so much. You know what I did all afternoon, Corey?
What did you do?
I sewed a Corona mask that absolutely matches my gown.
I'm going to be placing an order with you for a bedazzled mask, just so you know.
Gown, mask. I'm ready for the grocery store.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Sign of the times.
Yeah.
But, I think it'll change, so we'll see where this is all going. Everybody out there, we are so excited to have you here tonight. And, you know, tonight's fundraiser is really a coming together of an incredible community of people, artists, audiences, theater friends and family who just are an unbelievable crew of people that surround us with love every day and who we so enjoy performing for. And as well, tonight is really a demonstration of how we can truly overcome adversity in the face of some tough times and when we put our hearts and minds to it. Just so you all know, Thunder River Theater Company will be celebrating our 25th season starting this September.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
It's incredible. So, you know, this current situation is temporary. It will eventually end, but we are here to stay. I'm just saying. We're dedicated to our mission, and we really believe in bringing joy to everybody in our community. That's Carbondale, that's the whole entire Roaring Fork Valley. And with everything that we've been doing online, it's actually everywhere, all over the place. So this is a really exciting night for us. And to be honest with you, this is really mostly about a celebration. I want to tell all of you about something. Oh, first of all, you see some people have already donated. Thank you so much to all of them. And you'll be seeing some of those throughout the night. So thanks for bringing those up, Sean. You know, there's a tradition that I want to tell you about that we have at Thunder River Theater Company. Before every show, all of the actors stand around in a circle, and one by one to each other, we say, "I'm here for you." And we know that some of you out there have been deeply and profoundly changed and affected by what's happening right now. And we're sending a lot of love to all of you out there. And in the spirit of that, you might notice if you're on Facebook or YouTube right now, we can see your comments live. And you absolutely are a part of our celebration tonight that way. So we want you to participate in this tradition that we have. And Jeannie and I will do it to each other as well. So again, before every show, we say, "I'm here for you." And we absolutely mean that. So if you want to participate with us, please, in the comments, type "I'm here for you." It'll let us know that you're there, and we would love to see you out there. And with that, let's all participate in our tradition. So here we go, Jeannie.
I'm here for you.
I am so here for you.
I'm so here for you. And let me make one quick comment, and that is that theater is about being in the moment.
Yes.
And more than any other time in our lives, being here in the moment is what it's all about. And we can make adaptations. We can make theater happen. We can bring joy to people, even if we have to do it from our living rooms. God bless you, Corey. And John.
I was going to say, just to piggyback on that, I'm going to be in the moment with you every second on this broadcast tonight. So all of the artists who are participating tonight are giving of their time to support Thunder River Theater Company. And you see a list of them up there. This is just an incredibly talented bunch. So first of all, I really want to thank all of them for helping us and to raise some money tonight. This is an absolutely important event for us. It supports all the online programming stream. And in addition, like I said, we're coming up on our 25th year. And tonight is all about setting the stage for the future years. So please, please, if you haven't already, you see at the top of your screen, it says donate now. And you can go to www.thunderrivertheater.com And there's a donate button up at the top right corner of our website. That'll take you to our Colorado Gives page, and you can donate there if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so, so much. It means so much to us.
But let's also say this, that if somebody can't help in a financial way,
yes,
they're welcome to watch the broadcast.
And we're thrilled that everyone is here watching the broadcast. This is not only about those that can make contributions. We're looking for the biggest crowd we can have tonight because we're all here to support one another. So thank you for saying that, Jeannie.
We can hear you laughing.
Right? That's the challenge with a broadcast like this. Yeah. You know, just a few things that I want to let everybody know. When the COVID situation happened, obviously a lot of nonprofits were affected by that, including us. We had cancellations of several of our ticketed events at the theater. We had 2 small private fundraisers canceled. We had 3 different building rentals that were scheduled. A couple of them were a week-long rental. We do rentals in our building. A lot of people might not know that. And so what that really means is that even this year, our revenue has definitely been affected, just like many other nonprofits. So again, tonight's very important. However, there's a silver lining to all of this, which is that many of you may not know that about a month ago, we launched ThunderStream, Thunder River, ThunderStream. And that is our new online broadcasting channel. And we've been presenting all kinds of free programming there. We've had Literature Out Loud, which is sponsored by Pitkin County Library. We partnered and collaborated with Carbondale Arts and Amy Kimberly. We've hosted the last 2 First Fridays online, which has been amazing and so much fun. We've done puppet plays, which is a playwriting camp for kids produced by Kristen Carlson, who's one of our associate artists. And there is more and more coming down the pipeline. So please, if you haven't already, check out ThunderStream at www.thunderrivertheater.com/live. And you'll see the whole lineup of the videos there, but that's free for everybody out there. So with that, I think, Jeannie, let's just ask people out there really quickly, if you can, and if you haven't right now, please donate on our website. A gala ticket is usually $100 or more, and obviously tonight is free for everybody. But again, just to repeat what Jeannie said earlier, we want to let everybody know if you can't contribute something, we completely understand and we're here for you. So with that, I want to bring on a few of our staff members. And so Sean, if you can bring up Cameron. Cameron is our business manager. And then we also have, oh, hi, Lauren.
Hi.
And she's got her little one there with her.
Baby Hugo's dressed up for the occasion.
Wow.
Hi,
You look
Hugo.
fabulous.
Lauren is our director of development. And up in the top corner in the beautiful blue jacket, you see Mr. Sean Jeffries, who is our production designer. I just want to bring them on and let them say hi to everybody.
Hi.
And also thank them for the unbelievable work that you guys have been doing. This has been a challenging time for everybody. So just wanted everyone out there to see their beautiful faces and know that these are the people that really, really made this happen. So thank you guys.
There's an emoji for this, isn't there?
Right. So with that, I'm going to hand this over to Lauren. We're going to get started with a bunch of entertainment in just a minute. So hang in there and we'll get started with that. And Lauren, with that, we'll hand the floor to you.
All right. Hello, everyone. So I'm feeling so many parents out there. I've been working from home with my little one. So this is my official office assistant, Hugo, and he's going to help me thank our sponsors. So Sean, if you could pull up there you go. So we're so grateful for all of our sponsors. I just want to say a really quick special thank you to Integrated Mountain Group, Alpine Bank, and True Nature Healing Arts. We could not do the work that we do without you. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting live local theater. Thank you. Thank you. Can you say thank you, Hugo? Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Lauren. So Jeannie, I think up next, we're going to dive right into our entertainment now.
Please, I'm ready for a show.
And then is the fabulous Sonia Meyer, everybody. Hi, Sonia. How are you today?
Hello. I'm
You
doing
are
great.
absolutely stunning.
Thanks.
So with that, we're going to get started. And Sonia, we'll just hand the floor off to you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. I am so grateful to be here tonight supporting such an amazing organization. Tonight, I'm singing a song called What More Do I Need by Stephen Sondheim. And I just want to tell you why I'm singing this song. Before I came to the Roaring Fork Valley, I was living in New York City, and everyone knows how tragic it's been in New York. And every day that I'm here in the Valley, I just have to wake up and be so grateful that through all of this adversity and in this tragic time that we're in and difficult time, we have this community and this beautiful, beautiful place. I'm looking outside right now and like seeing the mountain, and it's making me feel all the feelings. I'm so grateful for Thunder River for making this arts community happen. And being in New York, I used to sing this song, What More Do I Need, which is about the sights and smells and sounds of the city. And now that I get to be in this valley, I get to have the best of both worlds. So what more do I need? And since we're all here, I'm going to cue up my music. Let's hope it works. Once I hated this city, now it can't get me down. Slushy, humid, and gritty, what a pretty town. What thought I could be duller, more depressing, less gay. Now my favorite color is gray. A wall of rain as it turns to sleet, the lack of sun on a one-way street. I love the grime all the time, and what more do I need? My window pane has a lovely view, an inch of sky and a fly or two. Why, I can see half a tree, and what more do I need? The dust is thick and it's galling, it simply can't be excused. In winter, even the falling snow looks used. My window pane may not give much light, but I see you, so the view is bright. If I can love you, I'll pay the dirt no heed. With your love, what more do I need? Someone's shouting for quiet, someone's starting a brawl. Down the block there's a riot, and I'll buy it all. Listen now, I'm ecstatic. Hold me close and be still. Hear the lovely pneumatic derail. A subway train thunders through the Bronx. The taxi horn on the corner honks. And I adore every roar. And what more do I need? I hear a crane making street repairs. A 2-ton child running wild upstairs. Steam pipes bang, sirens clang. And what more do I need? The neighbors yell in the summer. The landlord yells in the fall. So loud I can't hear the plumber pound the wall. An airplane roars across the bay, but I can hear you as clear as day. You said you loved me above the sound and speed. With your love, what more do I need? Oh. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you. I get to sing in my gown and my bare feet. It's great.
I'm in my bare feet too. That's a little secret we're telling everybody.
Oh,
You
yes.
totally don't sound like you're barefoot. You sang it like you were singing it from your toes. Jammed in a pair of heels.
Thanks. Well, I just want to thank Thunder River so much for all of the opportunities and all the arts that they're able to provide here. It's been such a blessing coming from New York and getting to be here and getting to have space and getting to see nature and getting to make a community that matters and then also create art that matters. Entertainment and art is so important, and Thunder River has been so important to me. So give your money.
Brava.
So much.
Corey, let's remind audiences that Sonia was the star of the Doyle and Debbie show.
Yes, she was. She's been on
Yeah.
the Thunder River stage several times now.
An amazing job.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much, Sonia. Have a
Thank
great
you.
night. Thank you for helping us out. All right, Jeannie, I think we're going to bring on somebody that you know very well next.
You know, Mike is somebody who I trained to be a waiter at the Crystal Palace just a couple of years back.
Oh my goodness. Are you sure I didn't train you to be a boss?
Well, it was a little bit of a mutual admiration society, wasn't it?
For a long time.
Yeah. And
everybody,
Mike has also directed me, and he's also played my lover in A Little Night Music.
That's right.
Did you forget?
No.
Oh,
So everybody, if you don't know who this is Mike Monroney, a long time performer in the Roaring Fork Valley, and also the president of the Thunder River Theater Company Board. So thank you for your service, Mike.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about Sonia for just a minute. I don't know if anybody out there watched the recent tribute to Stephen Sondheim's 90th birthday, and dozens and dozens and dozens of Broadway performers singing songs. Sonia would have fit right in with that crew.
That's very
She
kind.
was amazing. So,
mhm.
by the way, speaking of the board, we should really reach out and thank all our other board members. And there they are. Virginia McNellis, Kathy Springer Lechuga, and of course, let's not forget to mention Lon Winston, who really was the founder of Thunder River Theater Company 2.5 decades ago. Lori Bernhardt, Denise Jurgens, Brian Kelleher, and Megan Tackett. And once again, I know we've seen their faces, but let's give a shout out, Corey, to you for holding this all together, and for everybody, Cameron, Sean, and Lauren, for the amazing job that they're doing behind the scenes, not only for this production, but for the last few years of shows that we've done on the stage there at Thunder River.
Thanks, Mike.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to shout out online, but I'm seeing comments and people seem to be having fun. So that's great so far. And I happen to know that we've got people watching from coast to coast. I've got friends from California watching, and I've got friends from Washington, D.C. and New York City watching. So we're coast to coast tonight.
My parents are watching from Minnesota and down in Pagosa Springs. Yeah, they're watching from all over the country tonight. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
My son and daughter are watching from California, from
Wow.
Los Angeles, and from San Francisco. And my family, my sister and my brother, are on the East Coast in Florida and New York.
Awesome.
Unbelievable. All right, Mike. Well, I think it's time to jump in.
Okay. Let me give just a little background about what I'm about to do. We've already mentioned the Crystal Palace, which was an organization, a theater restaurant that existed in this valley for more than 50 years, closed in 2008. But one of the staple entertainment forms that we did at the Crystal Palace is something called a spoonerism. It's something that's been sort of taken to a high level by a group in Washington, D.C., and we've taken it maybe a step farther. Spoonerism is named from a man, supposedly, this may be legend, called Reverend Spooner, who was a pastor who used to give his sermons, and he got tired of people falling asleep during his sermons. So he would spice things up by flipping the letters around in words to sort of create new combinations and make sure his congregation was paying attention. So, ladies and gentlemen, a spoonerism. Since days long gone, we have depended on witty pundits and smart fellows to mock politics and poke fun at stupid politicians. And really, what could be better? We've seen the highs, we've seen the lows, but perhaps we can do more. It's up to you, the voters, to hit the polls and make a change for the better. Let me say that another way. Jadies and gentlemen, since gaze dong long, we have depended on pity wundits and fart smellers to hot politics and folk pun at pupid stoliticians. And really, butt could be wetter. We've seen the lies, we've seen the hoes, but perhaps we can moo door. So voters, pit the holes and bake a mange for the cheddar. Now you see what I'm doing there? I'm spewing around my screech by whipping the letters in the flirts. Now just stick with me, you'll catch on. Really, butt could be wetter. In our lives, we've seen skeletical pandals, both smig and ball. From Dickie Trick and Gator Watt to Clill Binton and Lonica Mowinski and the Dane Stress. And now Tronald Dump. Oh yeah, it was finally Dump's turn to pee impeached. But he wasn't in Dutch manger, was he? No, the vote went right along Lardy Pines. Mig Lennet Cedar bitch saw to that. But Dump, the ting of quitter, didn't make bitches sob any jimpler. Dump, foo us all a daver. Put your pone back in your fucket. It doesn't help that the T-Moo movement is docking on Dump's snore. You can't get away with prabbing by the gussie these days. Dump blames everything on Nake Fuse. He tells lots of lurdy dies. He pays off his Hormer fuckers. He lambs the sexperts and always blames Nake Fuse. Even the Verona Kairos damn Pinnick is Nake Fuse. According to Dump, he thinks the damn Pennick is a hilly soaks. Oh, then he paved a crusher, he 10 off on a wangent, and he gave some really bad advice, such as blinking dreech or shining ite up your lass. Please do not take Dump's bad advice. Your lass will thank you. Most of us have peltered in chase and have to herk from wome with our kids, which clearly leads to Darren's prinking, over-prinking Torin Queenies in neckered rumbers. Toilet taper is worth its gate and wold. Nocters, Durses, dead ex-frivers, and chlor stirks are the Hugh Neros. And dut ever you woo, listen to Factor Anthony Douchy. Hush your wans and don't fudge your tastes. It will be a wonder if we can even pit the holes in Vonember. I mean, the battle for the Heightwouse has really been a runny face. With all those hemocratic dopefuls challenging Dump. So many dopefuls. But we have come down now to two runt fronters. First, Cerny Banders. Cerny Banders really hates those Ball Street wankers. He's the flamingest liberal of them all. Cerny, just dut have you been wooing these last few tears in Congress? How have you managed to tend your sperm? And then there's good old Uncle Bo Jiden. Weird. The foo-nace of the Hemocrats is older than Weddy Bite. Well, but pitting the holes in our most recent primary erections, we have made Bo the dopeful of choice. The story of my Maury is this. The campaign will be filled with sludminging, cane-gnawing, blow-lows, and tritty dicks. So remember what Barack Obama said. When they low go, you ho, guy. We can only pray that Uncle Bo will be our hand grope for the future. So voters, go out and bake a mange for the cheddar. And please support Thunder River Theater Thumpity. Yank you for your renergosity.
Unbelievable.
Bravo.
That's incredible.
Oh, Mike, that was one dirty laugh after another.
Well, you got to start with your baking a mange somewhere, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. And haven't we all been baking more here?
Oh, yeah. I still haven't had enough chocolate in the last 8 weeks. I can tell you that.
You mean you haven't gotten to your COVID-19?
More chocolate.
Yeah, it was okay when it was still Lent.
So who's up next?
Well, we should get back to our next performer.
All right, great. You know, before we bring him up, once again, let's just remind everybody that again tonight is a really important night for us. And if you can, we'd love it if you could contribute at www.thunderrivertheater.com, our website. There's a donate button up at the top right. Many of you have already given, and we cannot thank you enough for that. And we're really trying to make a difference in the community by all the programming we're doing. So please help us help you. All right, Mike, thank you so much again for joining.
And thanks everyone for watching. We really appreciate it.
Great job.
Thanks, Mike. Have a great night. All right, we're going to bring up Jackson Emmer next.
Hello.
Hey, Jackson, how are you tonight?
Doing great. Corey, Jeannie, thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you so much for helping us out with some entertainment tonight. For those of you that do not know Jackson Emmer, he is an unbelievable guitarist and songwriter and singer. I'm ashamed to admit that I just recently met Jackson, I think within the last couple of weeks. And Sean, maybe if you want to bring up Jackson's website so that everybody knows how to find his music. Sean's on it. And with that, Jackson, I'm just going to hand it over to you. Thank you so much again for being here and entertaining everybody.
Well, thank you for having me, and thanks everyone at home for listening and tuning in. As you know, we are in the middle of a pandemic, so I decided to write a song about COVID-19 for the occasion. So this is the worldwide debut of the COVID blues. Has the COVID got you down? Feeling blue? Feeling low? Are you sick or are you healthy? Without tests, we'll never know. COVID blues, COVID blues. Stuck at home, don't get to choose. I got the COVID blues. Did your Trump check come on time? Are you in or out of work? Are your kids driving you crazy, stuck inside just being jerks? COVID blues, COVID blues. Stuck at home, don't get to choose. I got the COVID blues. All right. Shut-a-la-dee-ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Sa-da-bum, sa-da-bum, sa-da-dum-ba-da-doo-doo-doo-doo-dum-ba-da-bit-da-dum, ska-doo-doo-doo. One day this too will pass. Pandemics never last. I'll see you on the other side. We'll hug again, we'll high five. Until then, I'm staying home, hiding out and chugging wine. I got the COVID blues, the COVID blues, the COVID blues. Stuck at home, don't get to choose. I got the COVID blues, I got the COVID blues. I got the COVID blues. Thanks for watching the world debut of the COVID blues. All right. I'm going to go right into the next song. This song was not written for COVID, but it's a waltz that I wrote with my friend John Lilly in Charleston, West Virginia. And it came out on a record I put out called Jukebox. And we shot a cool video of it over at Steve's Guitars and around Carbondale. So it's a waltz. If you're at home, feel like dancing. She plays the guitar, writes her own songs. Kids and her girlfriends, they all sing along. She'll be on the Opry before very long. Thank God for dreamers and fools. Thank God for dreamers and fools. fools like you and me, hopeless romantic, wild-eyed wannabes, taking their chances, breaking the rules. Thank God for dreamers and fools. For 35 years he had managed the storm. Then he got fired, then got a divorce. Now he's moving to Fiji, buying a horse. Thank God for dreamers and fools. Thank God for dreamers and fools like you and me, hopeless romantics, wild-eyed wannabes, taking their chances, breaking the rules. Thank God for dreamers and fools. On the hot guitar. That he was a dachshund and she a Great Dane. How they will manage is hard to explain. Where there's a will, there's always a way. Thank God for dreamers and fools. Thank God for dreamers and fools like you and me, hopeless romantics, wild-eyed wannabes, taking their chances, breaking the rules. Thank God for dreamers and fools. Yes, thank God for dreamers and fools. Yes, thank God for dreamers and fools. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Support Thunder River Theater Company. And I'm just happy and honored to be a part of this fun night. Again, let's support them. And thank you all for listening and for being here.
The acorn on a string was for you. It was for you and only relinquished on my hand, and I left it hanging waiting to the water there, to the water there, to the water. water there, into the water there, into the water there, into the water there, into the water there. Every now and then I take a peek, I breathe it in, I breathe it in. Every now and then I take a peek, I breathe it in, I breathe it in. Every now and then I take a peek, I breathe it in, I breathe it in. Every now and then I take a peek, I breathe it in, I breathe it
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Unbelievable.
That was amazing. Those were some super soarers.
You know, Jeannie, we have some extra time while we're all sheltering in place. I mean, haven't you been working on your aerial dance act?
Yeah, I have. And because I've gotten so many more muscles, I could hardly get into my dress tonight. And I noticed, Corey, that you've spoofed up a little.
I mean, I have breaks when we're on camera.
Don't tell the viewers that. They want to think you're keeping an eye on things and not just trusting Sean to do all the hard work.
Anyway, I want to thank Soper Soarers for doing that. We have one more segment from them a little bit later. We did tape that one a little bit earlier. There are a couple acts tonight that were taped ahead of time just to make sure that we're maintaining social distance, because that's such an important thing right now.
Well, that was spectacular. That was worth having it done not exactly in the moment. And I'm there for them.
Yeah.
You know, I had my hands out just in case.
Hey, look who just joined us. It's the Gary Daniel.
Hi, Gare.
Hi there, Jeannie.
Another
Hi,
one of
Corey.
the Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
buddies.
I'm a Crystal Palace alum too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
And
like you.
we go way back.
I think so. In fact, you taught me too, along with Mike and Pat and all of the.
Yeah, that was quite a freshman class.
13 of us.
13 new kids. Yeah.
All right.
And Gary has also been one of the people that I refer to as my ex-husband.
That's
Anybody who's ever played my husband on stage, I call my ex-husband.
Yeah, we were the couple in the baby, right?
Yeah.
Gary, you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing tonight?
Yes. Well, you know, I've been an actor in this valley since 1982, and I came to the Palace to work in 82 also. So, and I performed, and I've seen a lot of theater over the course of my career. And the work done at the Thunder River Theater Company is truly remarkable. I mean, it truly is. And I encourage everyone to support them tonight and make a donation. But tonight, I was thinking back to 1959 when life was a lot simpler, and I was 11 years old. And so are the characters in my favorite movie, Stand By Me. Right. You know, that was my childhood, except for looking for and finding a dead body. Well, 10 years after that, we sent a man to the moon, and 10 years after that, I'm on Broadway. 10 years after that, I'm engaged to be married to the love of my life, Meredith. And then 10 years after that, it's the millennium, the 21st century. And 10 years after that, the Palace closed and the Glenwood Vaudeville Review opened. And I began to craft my signature dramatic readings. So, and 10 years after that, well, here we are in the middle of a pandemic. I'm missing the simpler times. Yeah. So, here I am in my living room instead of a stage to perform a poetic verse from a youth of the 70s. Welcome to Gary's Corner. Long time ago, I can still remember how that music made me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make the people dance. And maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I would deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about the widow bride. Something touched me deep inside. Did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal? Well, I know that you're in love with him because I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bunkin' buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck. Now, for 10 years, we've been on our own. And moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean. And a voice came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, but no verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park. And we sang dirges in the dark. Today, the music died. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee. But the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye. Singing, this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it. That was so much fun for me.
Thank you so much, Gary.
And I enjoyed performing for you too. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
yeah,
We
That
love
was,
having you.
the Bye Bye Miss American Pie he wrote I think he wrote it in 71, I believe. Yeah.
Don McLean?
Don McLean. Yep. Yeah.
Well, I'll never listen to Don McLean without thinking of you, Gary.
Thanks so much for joining us, Gary.
Oh gosh, it was a pleasure.
Great job.
I thank you for letting me join you and in this endeavor, and I hope people do, give you generously, give money, and donate to the Thunder River Theater Company. I really do, because it's a wonderful, wonderful theater. It really is. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Well, just to echo a little of what Gary was just suggesting, I just want everybody to understand that you don't have to be a whale. You can be a minnow. But if there are some whales out there, we are definitely interested in having you make a big donation. And I know that it's hard times for a lot of people. And the theater community, theater is all about doing things together. And if we can only do things together from the confines of our own bedrooms and living rooms, so be it. But as we'll prove later in the program, when the improv company takes to the stage, theater is something that people figure out. How can we do it? How can we do it this way? How can we make it new? But there are still demands, financial demands, and it would be so appreciated if you could make a donation. And as I've exhorted at the beginning of the program, if you can't make a donation, please stay tuned. Come, keep watching and enjoy the show. But if you've got, if everybody watching gave just something, that would really be a dramatic change for how many ticket sales have you had last weekend? Corey, how many ticket sales last weekend?
Absolutely zero.
Yeah. Anyway, let's who do we have up?
Actually, really quickly, I just want to thank everybody out there. First of all, the donations are flowing in. It's just unbelievable to watch it as the program's happening. So thank you to everybody out there. And Jeannie, you're better at making an appeal than I am. So I'm going to give you my job, first of all.
Oh, so thank you very much. Well, Corey, let's swap then. And can you come and trim my bangs and refill my champagne glass?
Absolutely. Hey, really quickly, also, many of you know that we've been asking everybody tonight that you help out the local restaurants. They've been struggling through all this as well. And there's a list of them here that are doing either takeout or delivery. And there probably are some others that we may not even have listed here. But we let all of them know that tonight was happening and that we just really, really want to support them. They're creatives just like all of us. And it's so important that when we're through all this, which is going to happen, that they're still open and we can still enjoy what they do. So please, please, if you haven't already had dinner tonight, call one of them up, order some food, and go and help out those local restaurants. They help us so often as a theater, and we really want to help them. In addition, I want to let everybody know, this is sort of breaking news here tonight at our gala. We are still scheduled for the last production of our season in mid-June. And that was going to be a 10-actor show, which we were very sad to cancel. However,
that's a long show, 10 acts.
Yeah, we have replaced it with a solo production. We're going to be bringing the incredible Missy Moore. Many of you know Missy. She's Bob and Wendy Moore's amazingly talented daughter, an award-winning actress. She's coming back here from LA to stay with her folks. And she's going to do a solo show called Pink Unicorn. And you can see the information here on your screen. It's written by Elise Eady. And that's going to be running June 12th through 27th. And it will all be online on ThunderStream. And if you purchase tickets to that, those tickets are available, of course, on our website now. And we've reduced our ticket prices a bit because obviously it's not the same experience as going to the theater. But if you purchase a ticket, we'll be sending you a link, and then you can watch that live performance in the theater. There won't be an audience there, but you can watch that live performance on June 12th and 13th, and then we'll leave that link available for everyone that's purchased tickets to watch that over the next couple weeks after that. So
Great.
we are dedicated to continuing to offer our programming no matter what. So we're really excited about that.
We do what we can.
All right. Many of you in the Valley know the incredible Beth Malone, who was recently on Broadway in Fun Home and then was in an unfortunately short run of The Unsinkable Molly Brown, but just is an unbelievable performer. And a little bit earlier, she taped a segment for us. So let's, Sean, if we can bring up Beth. Oh, hey guys, how are you?
Hi, Corey. Hey, Corey. How's it going?
We'll be running into you.
Weird. This is getting weird.
Crazy.
You on my laptop and everything.
Oh, yeah, it's fancy. Hey, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Have these acts just not been so unbelievable? This is amazing.
Amazing. That was an amazing. The last one made me think I should do more stretching.
I think you're not the only one thinking that right now. I'm feeling a little uptight. Since you've joined us, so nice of you. Are you here in the Valley right now, or where are you?
Yep, I'm in David Dyer's apartment. He won't let me leave. We're social distancing.
Oh yeah.
At about 6 feet. Yeah, no, Shelly and I came here right after the show closed. Molly Brown closed abruptly one night. I was going to go to work, and then I just didn't. And then I never went again. And then I got on a plane, and then it's now. So it's been very strange, and we are in Snowmass. We're very grateful that we're not in New York City, but it was a really weird set of events. That
well, I know there are a lot of people out there right now that are feeling stuck inside and like they've been sheltered for a while, and it just means a lot to them to have some great entertainment tonight. And hey, before we move on to what you're going to sing for us, any thoughts of wisdom for everybody out there for getting through what we're going through right now?
Oh wow! Well, if you're watching and you're in this valley, you're lucky. So it's hard to sometimes remember that because you do kind of get crazy and frustrated, and it is getting very old. But you have to keep remembering how much worse it could be if you were stuck in, say, Chicago or Cleveland or New York City. Oh my gosh. So, you have to be grateful. You have to be grateful for your health. And if you're watching this and feeling healthy, then, you have a lot to be grateful for. So, gratitude is always a good place to start.
Hey, speaking of being grateful, we have had people giving throughout the night tonight, which is so vitally important. We do a gala once a year, and this is our one chance really to raise those funds to make sure that we can keep offering programming like ThunderStream that we've been doing online. And we have some exciting things that we're planning for the theater for the coming year, and all of that really depends on tonight. So for all of you out there, we realize some of you are struggling. But if you do have the ability to help us out, it's so important to us. And you can go, you see the URL at the bottom of your screen, www.thunderrivertheater.com. Theater spelled the Old English way. And there's a donate button up at the top of the screen. And if you can help us out, it means so much to us. So with that, hey, I just want to thank you guys again for being here. I want to give you a big squeeze right now, but I can't.
Creepy.
So with that, Beth, what are you going to sing for us?
Well, I was thinking, what should I sing? And I thought, how about a song about a guy who's trapped and can't get out and wish he could? And this is from Floyd Collins. Floyd Collins is a musical about a guy who's stuck in a cave, and his sister is going to go down there and set him free. This is Through the Mountain. I'ma walk you through the mountain on the bearskin rug, through the great halls you dream of and tell of so often. I'ma keep you just as warm as a good night hug, as we follow along the diamonds to the outside. You can take me on a tour of the emerald spires, through the spires of sapphires, waterfalls. We'll lay down to sleep with the gypsum flowers as we fall along the diamonds to the outside. Gonna get you out of there to a land of baby dancing with the banjo in the air. And the sky is opening up with lemons and roses. Everything from your head to your toes is warm. Listen to me now. Gonna walk you through the mountains on the big road, through the great halls you dream of and tell of so often. I'ma take you by the hand and with a gentle touch we'll be gone. We'll be long gone as we fall along the dive to the outside. As we fall along the diamonds to the outside.
That was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here to help us.
Thanks,
Thanks
Beth.
for having
Thanks,
us,
David.
Thank
Hi, Brian. Hi, Claudia.
Hello. Hi, how you doing, Jean? Great to be here.
you so much for joining us tonight.
Great.
Thank you for having us. Congratulations. Everything's wonderful so far. Loving
Thank
it.
you so much. Thank you. So for everybody that doesn't know you, this is Brian and Claudia Powell, and they're with Mezcla Social's Dance. And we have someone from their group that's actually going to perform in just a moment. But before we do that, can you tell everybody a little bit about your group and what you do and where you're based?
Absolutely. We are in the Roaring Brook Valley. We've been around for 5 years. We're celebrating our 5-year anniversary.
Wow.
And our main focus is partner dance. We offer Latin dances such as salsa, bachata, merengue, zouk. And we are in Carbondale at the Launchpad every Thursday night. We are also all over the valley with different socials, dance socials that we have as pop-ups. Some of them are at Jimmy's in Aspen, sometimes Sissy's in Basalt, and we've done a few in Carbondale as well.
Great. And can you just tell us a little bit about this dance that we're about to see?
Well, sure. I prepared a little intro just on the history because I didn't want to get this wrong because it's a pretty exciting new dance. So Brazilian Zouk is what you're going to see tonight. It's a partner dance that originated in Brazil in the early 1990s. It actually evolved from lambada, which was the forbidden dance, as we all have heard of it. And lambada, the lambada dancers took Caribbean Zouk and blended into what they call now Brazilian Zouk. And so it's a dance that's characteristic by the movement of the female. The lead is a masculine lead, the feminine follow, and it's kind of a fluid dance. It very much lends itself to so many different genres of music, not just the Zouk music. So it's a really fun style, and I think that you're really going to enjoy it.
Great.
What we love about it is that, sorry to interrupt, what we love about it is that it's very open for creativity and improvisation. So we are very excited to share this with our community because we know there's a lot of dancers out there that love improvising.
Well, before we go to Rachel and Atio, I'm just going to say right now, I cannot wait to get involved with you when all this is done and we can be together and be social.
Yes.
So that's one of my bucket lists. So thank you again for bringing us some dance this evening. Yeah, exactly. Big hugs. Jeannie, I'm going to give you a big hug, Jeannie. Here we go. Hug me, Jeannie.
There you go. We're hugging each other.
My way.
We'll hug you.
All right. With that, thank you again, Brian and Claudia.
Thank you for having us.
that you're about to see is that it's not choreographed. So it's all lead, follow, improvisation, which for me really highlights the magic of Brazilian Zouk, which is our dance. It really shows how important the connection and the communication between partners, how crucial that is, and how it lives in that space. So I hope that translates and is as enjoyable to watch as it was to do. This was our first time dancing since quarantine, and it felt amazing. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do that and to share it with you. So thank you.
And if you guys want to share this with us a little bit more, we're doing online events every Thursday on Facebook. So join our page, Denver Zouk, on Facebook, and join us every Thursday. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy.
Pequeña criada, oh, e a coisinha doce me sorriso, cada dia põe minha rainha, oh, e senpai de mim dele, minha badia de praia, cá tem ninguém nesse mundo, conta trocar põe minha cabo vertiana, e aí tá contigo, mas os fanas, mas nem um cá tem o que só tem pode falar. I need you, cause you're my aspiration. Money don't mean nothing when I'm with you. I love you, and I don't see myself without my African queen. Yo, I really need you. Criala pro, é tipo a mim, que casa mão. Cara ilha, cabelo vela, Santa Maria. La vida taruna, e criala, de terra, capíssima Deus. Beleza de matam, cada vez toda matam. Jantinho de macate, mara, criada, cate, marató, jantinho de lugar, macate, manis, criadas. Crazy, right? Desde pequenininha peita de sempre para espiar-me, a tema de criá-las. Se não vou casar-me criá-la, não sei para que estava parado, correr atrás de criá-las. Não vão pôr arranjar outra criá-la, se não me Maria, se me Jocelina, se não me Vânia, Benzala, Santa Maria, além de mais, não quer dizer, te gosta dela, mas não te gosta nem que tu ser, que te criá-la, te gosta deste a sério. I need you, cause you're my aspiration, money don't mean nothing when I'm with you. I love you, and I don't see myself without my African queen. Yeah, I really need you. We all have to pay to pay me. Cause cada idea. Me da algo para explicar. La vida taruna. Y criada, de terra, capíssima Deus. Essa te matando cada vez com toda a pessoa. Jantinho de lugar, macate, mara, criada. Jantinho de lugar, macate, manis, criadas. Criada. E criada. Ok, criada, 100%. criala, oh. Criala, criala, oh, oh, oh. Yes, criala, criala, oh. Criala, criala, oh, oh, oh. Yes, criala, criala, oh. Criala, criala, oh, oh, oh. Criala, 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 oh. Yes, criala, criala, oh. Criala, criala, oh. Yes, criala, criala, oh. Criala, criala, oh.
Oh God! I thought we were done for the evening.
Were you giving yourself a facial?
You know, when in Rome.
Or when you're doing a hair wax?
Yeah, there's a lot
removing some.
Hey, next up we have Miller Ford. Can we bring him on to save me, please?
Hey, Corey, I missed that paparazzi look that you had going on.
Yeah. And Miller, what is that in your hand?
Yeah.
This is a microphone.
Oh, of course.
But of course.
Mhm.
Everybody, I just want to introduce Miller Ford. Miller is a member of our beginning, an inaugural member. And Miller also does a lot of stand-up comedy around the Valley. So with that, Miller, we're just going to hand the floor to you, and we'll come back after you're done with your set.
Hey, I love it. And let's hope we have some donating barracudas out there, too. I heard some fish references. Guys, it's great to be here with you tonight. Thank you for staying at home. I can't thank you enough. Like Corey said, my name is Miller Ford. I'm a proud member of Consensual Improv, and I'm not wearing any pants. I just thought you should know that before we go any further. It is great to be here with you this evening. Like God intended any performance to be, over the internet on a streaming format. Yes, it's great to do the Lord's work. Speaking of the Lord's work, hopefully we got some donors or potential donors out there tonight. I dressed up like a tacky 80s drug dealer for you. Oh, hey, look, I got some of my Consensual Improv teammates, and I love every one of you. This is great because I haven't performed in front of an audience for like 2 months, and I can now see your faces. What's up, guys?
Hey, Miller.
What's going on? Well, like I was just telling everybody, I dressed up like a tacky 80s drug dealer, and hopefully that's enough to make somebody donate out there.
And whose drug dealer house are you in? That's beautiful.
I am squatting at Red Mountain. I broke into this house earlier this evening. I've been making my rounds around the whole neighborhood. I stay for 2 days until the cops come. I escape and then go to the next house.
You got a plan, man.
That's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Gosh, you know what? I don't know about everybody else, but I think I've forgotten how to talk during this whole lock-in. You know, I've noticed that I've had to start limiting myself to words with 3 syllables or less. You know? It's not as hard to speak into the camera, into the internet land, but when I speak to people in 4D, aka in person, I think I sound like a hillbilly emerging from the Appalachian Mountains. You know, it's just confusing to everybody itself. Speaking of confusing, I think this whole mask situation's got people confused. I want to make it clear. I am not one of those people. I'm a hypochondriac. So this is quite nice for me. You know, it's like everybody is got a little plot of land to breathe into. It's like we've all become the settlers of air. You know, I've got my own acreage over here. I'm nice and safe, and you've got your acreage over there. I don't really care where anybody stands on this mask situation, but I think we all can agree it is quite confusing when we see people in their cars by themselves with a mask on. You know, I can't help but think that person is farting up a storm and they're enjoying every minute of it, you know? Or they have a mask fetish. And if you have a mask fetish right now, you are winning. Because every time you go outside, everybody's your type. You don't care who's underneath there. So what time to be alive if that's your thing? You know, I've noticed people are staying busy doing different stuff. You know, there's puzzles have made a big comeback. And then there's these adult coloring books. Now, I just don't get these adult coloring books. You know, there's nothing adult about them, in my opinion. You know, it's a coloring book. You're using crayons. I don't care if there's nudity or drugs or any kind of cussing inside this coloring book. Like, what am I supposed to do when you post the finished product on the internet? I can't put it on my fridge. You know, it just makes you really uncomfortable because I feel like you've been committed to some type of asylum. And this is how the doctors are letting us know that your treatment's going well. You know, she's finally started coloring between the lines. She's not using red and black anymore. She's moving right along. You know, speaking of people that need to be committed, I couldn't help but notice a bunch of people showed up at state capitals with guns to protest a virus that can't be shot. You know, I couldn't help but be reminded of one of my exes. You know, she would get mad at me for, let's say, where I take her to dinner. And then she'd start yelling at me about Susie that I spoke to 2 years before at a Christmas party. You know, I'm just up there going, these things don't have anything to do with each other. You know, Susie, dinner, guns, virus. It's like America's married to a really crappy wife. And no matter where it parks the car, it's going to get yelled at. Yeah, it's either too far to the restaurant. You know, these real burly guys, I can't help but their fact that they're reminding me of underage, entitled girls who won't be let into a nightclub. They know they're wrong, but they're just going to yell about it anyways. You know, it's a weird time to be alive. There's just so many agendas. I read an article the other day that said testicles make people more susceptible to COVID-19. Now, I wish you could have read the feminist comments at the end of this. It was absolutely awesome. I mean, one of them said, let their balls burn. I'm really thinking feminists are going to show up to state capitals protesting in favor for COVID-19 with signs that say, let their balls burn. It's coming up. I see my time's got to wrap up. Everybody out there, I have to, before I finish up, on a serious note, Thunder River Theater means the world to me. 4 years ago, I was not in the best place. My life changed drastically. And after I had gotten my footing underneath me, Thunder River was there to greet me. I came to audition for consensual improv, and the rest of the story has been written beyond my wildest expectations. I have a family of improv performers now. I have a family of Thunder River people that have just come into my life, and every day is more beautiful because of it. And I have to thank Corey and every one of you who donates tonight. Thunder River Theater gives this valley something so unique that you can find very few places. And yes, let's say the sky is the limit. And thank you, Corey. And thank you, everyone out there tonight for letting me do a little bit of stand-up. That's all I've got for you. Thanks, guys.
Hit the button.
Thanks, Miller. Good job.
Should I kill this light?
John, are you there? John.
Hi. Oh, is that starting now? Sorry. Back in my favorite place here at the theater. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I want to introduce a good friend of mine and an extremely talented person who also happens to be the owner and founder of the Glenwood Vaudeville Review. This is John Goss, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, before we get started with your performance, John, just tell us a little bit. How are you doing? Are you hanging in there through all this?
Yeah. Overall, I am. I've got some projects keeping me going and just waiting to see what's going to happen and get things started again. We're, as you probably know, we were into the production of our Into the Woods there for a little bit and got that canceled about halfway through due to our circumstance. We're hoping to bring that back sometime in the very near future, so please keep an eye out for that.
You know, if I can make a really quick plug, I just want to tell everybody, I was lucky enough to see it in the first part of the run, and you have got to see this show. So
Thank you. Thank you. Very proud of it. Big production, a lot of work, a lot of energy. And with so much money and time put into it, we want to try and get it back going and finish out the contract we had. But until we can open up the entire theater with all these cast members involved, we're going to try and do a little vaudeville show ahead of time, smaller version, smaller production, and actually get smaller audiences in here, hopefully, and do our long distance shows. So, kind of a show with a lot of solos and duets, but some of our best stuff, some of our best entertainers are coming back. Really excited about that. With some new material, thanks to COVID. If there's one good thing coming out of this, we've got a lot of fun material to play with and some brand new ones we're going to have a lot of fun with.
Nice. Well, so you'll just let us all know when that's coming down the pipeline?
Yep, that'll be on Facebook and newspapers, and we'll try and get the word out as much as possible. But hopefully, we're looking at the 5th of June, but, you never know what's going to happen between now and then.
All right. Well, we love you guys, and we will do everything we possibly can to send some good audiences your way.
Back at Thunder River.
So,
back with you guys.
Hey, I just want to thank you so much for being here to help us tonight with our ExtravaGala.
Yeah.
And for any of you that are out there that have the ability, again, we would love it if you could please help with a gift tonight. I know a lot of you are stretched. It's challenging times for some folks right now. But if you can give, please go to www.thunderrivertheater.com. And we would so appreciate your gift. It really helps us with all this online free programming that we've been doing for the last month, and also helps propel us into the next year so that we can adapt and also bring some things to the stage as well. So with that, John, I think we're going to hand the stage over to you, and I can't wait to see this act.
Great. I love this little number we'll be doing next for you. It's going to be accompanied by Mr. Vid Weatherwax. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Today's the day your son becomes a man. Papa, today he cleans up meat and joins the club. Papa, but what you'd expect from any man who walks erect. Well, I'm sorry, but I bought a different plan. Papa. I'm not like the other cavemen. Mother Nature gave men a brain, but for most of them it's all in vain. They got no reason or rhyme. Undeniably, I'm way ahead of my time. Remember when you took me hunting for mastodon? Oh, how at first I nearly fainted. Then I hurried home and painted. People saw my sketch. They learned the story and passed it on. 'Cause it was plastered on the wall for the glory of us all. With the spear in hand, I fear I'm ineffectual. 'Cause I might just be the world's first Homo sapien who's an intellectual. You see what I did there? The little Homo sapien that sticks that little thing out. Great. 'Cause I'm not like the other cavemen. I'm the gruff and craven I greet. Oh, hunt and grunt and eat raw meat. They see that home in the drive. And I'm way ahead of my time. Remember when the days were frozen? Nice to see you. How you made me those pajamas from the skins of woolly mammoths. Only nowadays it's not so frozen and ice-the-scene. It might be nice to see new clothes in a style that I propose. And you know I'd never put myself in jeopardy. Oh, I swear that I would kill for something sleek and jeopardy. I saw the cutest pattern on this jaguar the other day, and I just had to have it. 'Cause I'm not like the other cavemen. Can't you see I crave men? Meetings that a lowbrow life brings. No, a chance for something sublime. Undeniably, I'm way ahead of my time. I'm sick of all those dances with that booga booga crap. If I could only show you all the steps I have on tap. Watch, Pa! 5, 6, 7. Hey! Ooh. Oh! Oh, come on, really? That's right, this is virtual. No audiences. I cannot wait till this stupid COVID thing is done. I'm sick of it. Let's take it home big! Oh, that's right! That's like the other cavemen. Virtuous and coming, no doubt, but the kind that I could do without. I got no reason or rhyme. Undeniably, I'm gonna have to say, can't you see I'm yeah. It's been 2 months since I've done anything on this stage. Hang on. Okay, I'm ready. Let's take it ahead of my time. Hey! Oh!
Wow. Jeannie, I gotta tell you,
can we
that
clap
guy
now?
works harder than anybody else I know. John, this is to you. And
Great singing, great dancing, great writing.
yep, John.
And a fervent supporter of Thunder River Theater and constant advertiser.
Yeah, and you know what? As soon as we can start sending people your way, John, we are going to, because we want you around and the vaudeville's important. So thank you for that. Really quickly, Jeannie, let's just take a minute here to bring up our sponsors again. And we really want to thank all of you who are contributing to help make this happen, including these businesses. Businesses right now are obviously having a challenging time, and it's just, we cannot say how grateful we are for the support of all the sponsors that you see on your screen right now. And in the meantime, while John was online, we had lots and lots of incredible gifts coming in. We cannot thank you enough. Again, if you haven't given, and if you are able to, even if it's a small gift or a large gift, you can go to thunderrivertheater.com online, and there's a donate button at the top right of the screen. You see some of the people across the bottom of your screen right now giving throughout the night.
I'm seeing some of my friends.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're out there on YouTube or Facebook right now, keep those comments coming. It's so fun reading what's happening out there as this is happening live. So great to see all you out there. And now we're going to go to another piece from Sopris Soarers. This is Miss Stacy Everson.
I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you, that look in your eyes is so familiar a gleam, and I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. That gleam in your eyes is so familiar, a gleam, and I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Corey.
How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well.
You know,
I think you've been drinking heavily, haven't you?
on this break.
Yes.
I've
Have
got
you
to
been
tell
drinking
you,
heavily again?
You know, on this break, while we were watching this video, I realized that I never got to mourn the early end of ski season.
It was sad. I think a lot of us are carrying that baggage around.
You know, with that, I'm going to hand it to you.
Thank you. Thank you for that morose and very downbeat introduction. Hey, everybody. I'm Jeff Patterson. Hi, Nina, Gerald.
Hi.
Nina Gabbianelli, Gerald DeLisser, Ryan Honey, and the infamous Rhino Beard, and of course, the talented Cassidy Wiley. Hey, guys.
What's up?
Ryan's beard got its own introduction.
It got its own introduction. Gerald, I love the tux. Nice touch. Nina, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
And Ryan, you still look like my kindergarten principal, and I'm scarred to this day from.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, everybody, we're going to do a little improv for you, and we're just going to kick things off. I'm going to tell you how this game is going to go. This is called breaking news. All right. Now, one person in the cast is going to be the anchor. A couple others are going to step in as reporters. But here's where we need your help. We need suggestions from you, and we want you to type directly into the live comments suggestions of wacky headlines that might be in our breaking news segment. So instantly start typing them in. We're not going to see them, okay? We cannot see the live comments, but Sean Jeffries, our infamous tech director, big hand out there for Sean. Sean is going to be pulling a couple of your suggestions and throwing them on the screen, and then we're going to have to roll with whatever gets put up on the screen as if it were a live broadcast, okay? So type away. Start throwing those wacky headlines. Let's get some international wacky news headlines, but let's also get some sports headlines. And while you're at it, throw out some weather headlines. You know, goofy, over the top, wacky, silly, zany, unbelievable headlines that are not probable, but perfect for a silly little game like this. All right, let's get those streaming in. And now we begin with breaking news.
Good evening. Welcome to BNN, the Bearded News Network. I'm Junk Musker, and I'm your host this evening. Remember, if it can grow hair in its face, we'll cover it, because we are ThunderStream's only bearded news channel. I'm going to level with you folks tonight. We're only here so that Corey has time to change his clothes. But we're going to bring you all the hard-hitting action, so let's get right to the news. Looking out my window, it appears that it's dark. That's right, folks. It's dark outside. We've made some cuts here at the news channel, and I'm now also the weatherman. Not trained or anything, so I'm just really looking out the window and telling you what I'm seeing. It is, in fact, dark and perfectly clear. Looks to be about 48 degrees. I don't know how I can tell the temperature, but I can. We've got some breaking news coming in here from Chester Kenning. A man has bitten a dog. That's right, folks. A man has bitten a dog. It must be a bearded dog. Let's go live to the person with the dog who has just bitten someone. Can we get a reporter on the scene? Yes. I've got, yes. Oh,
Hi. Hi, I'm here. I'm with the dog, and I'm with the man who was bitten, and he's actually just been taken away to the hospital. It was so tragic.
This is Janice Hinkelberg, who recently shaved her beard. Thank you, Janice. Can you give us an update on the status of the man?
Actually, well, the man bit the dog. I get confused sometimes. I'm a little dyslexic, and I don't have on my glass. Just, you know what? Give me just a minute here. Oh, that's so much better. Now I can read the teleprompter. So the man bit the dog, and the dog is actually just kind of sitting here at my feet. It's the cutest little thing. You would just love it.
Aren't you
He's
fearing for your
adorable.
safety with that dog there? Maybe it got rabies from the man.
Oh, no, the man himself actually was just slightly intoxicated, and he thought he was eating a chalupa. And unfortunately, sorry?
Was it Corey?
It was not Corey in this instance. However,
Surprising. Very, very surprising.
Yes. Oh, my earbud keeps changing from one ear to the other. It's very bizarre. You're in this ear and then you go over to this ear. It's just weird. But so the man has already left the scene, and no one actually around here really seems to give a damn, to be quite
Janice,
honest.
I want you to get down to the hospital immediately and get a status update on that patient. We're counting on you.
Oh, okay. I'll have to call an Uber.
We're back here in the home studio, our field studios for the moment, as we endure this pandemic. More breaking news on the weather, still and clear. Now, some breaking news coming in. We've just learned that drinking Crystal River water cures COVID. That is right, folks. Drinking Crystal River water cures COVID. Our militia arrives to drain the river. You know what this means, folks. This is a call to action. We need everyone with a beard to get down there and defend our drinking water. Now, I've got one of my crack reporters down there. In fact, his name is Crack. Crack Johnson, are you there?
I am here, and you know, I just looked out my window, and I can nearly see the Crystal River, and people are just flocking right now to the Crystal River. I can't even tell you, it's a crazy scene over here. I actually might just bring my computer with me. I just can't get too far away from the internet range. I just realized, but man, I need to get a Nalgene water bottle and get down to the Crystal River myself, because if this is happening, I want to get in on it. That's what I'll tell you.
Absolutely. We want everyone in our community to fill water bottles with that water so it doesn't go to the armed militias. Keep our water local. And
keep our water local and support local businesses while you're at it. You know what? I'm going to go back and grab my Nalgene. I will speak to you shortly.
Sounds good. The good news here is I can travel wherever I want because I have Wi-Fi in my beard. That's right. I have Wi-Fi coming from my beard. It's pretty incredible. Folks, it's been a tumultuous news day and we're just getting started. I want to give you a quick we've got some more breaking news, folks, here at Beard News Network. A bralessness, oh yes, this is great. Bralessness runs rampant among middle-aged women. That's right. Middle-aged women across the state are just removing their bras and running rampant. Now, boys the age of 12 think it's awesome, and boys the age of 16 are like, oh, put it back on. Let's go now live to a reporter in the field who actually has taken off their own shirt.
Yes, as you can see, I am supporting these women, unlike the bras they are not wearing. I am shirtless right now, which was something that was very popular in the 60s, you can see.
Yeah, your shirtless look is remarkable, how much it looks like a tuxedo. That is just incredible.
Well, thank you. Actually, I luckily enough, the missus is a beautician, so she can style me here at home.
Now, what everyone wanting to know is this movement going to go national? Is this going to be just a statewide phenomenon, or is this going global?
Well, whichever way it moves, I will be following it back and forth, no matter which way this story sways. Hopefully it catches on, and I will be there and give you a hands-on account of the emotions happening.
Slightly gross and totally discomforting. Oh, I've got Janice now at the hospital. I'm going to have to cut back to the hospital. She's there with the person that was bitten by the dog. Janice, we'd like you to try to get a comment from the person that was bitten by that bit the dog.
The guy that bit the dog, he's here with us, and I'd like to bring him on if you don't mind. His name is Josh.
Well, that figures, Josh.
Hey, I resent that. You were
Can you
judging
tell
my
us?
name. That's not cool. Okay, so I bit a dog. Okay, it happens.
Now here at BNN, we're not afraid to ask the hard-hitting questions. Sir, why don't you have a beard?
Ah, very good.
Corey, it just keeps getting better.
It gets better and better.
Nice job, guys. That was
I don't know what's happening.
fantastic.
You
I
are
think you might be next.
you
No,
are fantastic.
Kristen and then you.
Nina, FYI, we can hear you. Just we heard all of that.
Sorry.
No worries. No need to apologize. It was entertaining. I actually didn't catch it.
I feel like I have to go with solidarity with Corey here.
I was distracted by the feather and the cowboy hat. I didn't hear a thing you said, Nina.
So, Corey, I'd like to, if you're cool with it, I'd like to just do a quick toast and we can all chime in. Not everyone do an individual toast, but kind of a collective toast. I want to say thank you to all the donors, all the volunteers, everybody that gives, and so many do. The advertisers tonight, the sponsors, the prima donors, the barracudas, minnows, and whales that make this place go around. We would not be performing improv. We would not have the program we do. The community would not be what it is without TRTC. So I want to just raise a glass. Thank you all for what you've given tonight. Thank you what you continue to support with your talent, your time, your hands. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here. Salud.
Salud.
Cheers. Cheers. You're the supporters out there. Thank you, Jeff. Hey, with that, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. And like Jeff was saying, every gift that's coming in tonight is so important. We've just been seeing them come in constantly through this broadcast. It's unbelievable. And Jeannie, like you said earlier, every little gift counts. If you're out there and you have the ability to just give a little bit, we're getting closer and closer to our goal. We just have a few $1,000s left and a little bit longer to go in the broadcast. We're getting close to the end. And Jeannie, you brought up a point on break.
Which was?
About the advertisers.
Oh yeah, let's thank you. Let's say a thank you to the people who advertise in our theater programs, and that includes the Glenwood Vaudeville, and it includes Brenda's Heirlooms shop in Basalt, and I'm just reeling off the top of my head because I have been standing by and haven't been able to go get the research. Help me, Corey. Remind me some of the other wonderful.
The list goes on and on, actually. I mean, we have realtors,
Alpine
we
Bank.
have retail stores, there are restaurants and bars, and it's really unbelievable.
Carbondale Beer Works.
Absolutely. Beer Works has been amazing to us. All the restaurants in Carbondale and throughout the valley.
The realtors, Brian Kelleher, and I'm at a loss. But Corey, I wanted to ask about all these costumes of yours. Have you not been doing that Marie Kondo thing in your closets during this pandemic?
You got to stay entertained somehow, Jeannie.
And here's what I'm thinking about Marie Kondo. I'll bet she's the only one of us who's bored as can be because there's no more shit left in her closet.
So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and introduce the next three final performances in our lineup. We're going to start off with the fabulous David Dyer, who's an incredible piano man that many of you know from around the valley, and he's been very involved at Thunder River the last couple of years. He's going to be singing a song for us, then followed by an incredible trio. It's going to be Brittany Dye, Sonia Meyer, and then Beth Malone is coming back with the two of them. They taped something for us earlier, so we've got a really nice trio from them. And then lastly, we're going to have a song from Nina Gabbianelli, who really was the inspiration for our starting the Diva Cabaret series at Thunder River Theater Company a couple of years ago. And she's been the director of that program, and really I consider her a co-founder of that with us. So anyway, I'm looking forward to these next acts. While you're watching, please, if you do have the ability, go to the website at www.thunderrivertheater.com, and you'll see the donate button at the top. We're getting close to our goal. Please help us get there. This is so important tonight. So thanks, Jeannie. Enjoy these, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Hi there, everybody. I'm going to sing a couple of songs. Burt Bacharach is one of my idols. I think he's a phenomenal artist. He's still going strong in his upper 80s. And I did a little mashup with a song that I recently discovered that Tony Bennett recorded back in 1966. Hope you enjoy it. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lean down, touch the earth, reach up, touch the sky. Reach out, touch the hearts of strangers passing by. You'll find as long as you live, all you can hold to is what you can give. So lean down, touch a child, reach out, touch the sea. You'll find there's love to share wherever you may be. For nothing can match the beauty of touching the earth with love. Love, sweet love, no, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen now, if you want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, love for everyone. Touch the world with love, with love.
The hills were alive with what flowers, and I was as wild, even wilder than they. For at least I could run. They just died in the sun, and I refused just to wither in place. Just a wild mountain rose, needing freedom to grow. So I ran, fearing not where I'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. And the flowers I knew in the fields where I grew were content to be lost in the crowd. They were common and close. I had no room for growth, and I wanted so much to branch out. So I uprooted myself from my home ground and left. Took my dreams and I took to the road. When a flower grows wild, it can't always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. I grew up fast and wild, and I never felt right in a garden so different from me. I just never belonged, and I longed to be gone. So the garden one day set me free. I hitched a ride with the wind, and since she was my friend, I just let her decide where we go. When a flower grows wild, it can't always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Just a wild rambling rose, seeking mysteries untold. No regrets for the path that I chose. When a flower grows wild, it can't always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Wildflowers don't care where they grow.
We did it. Oh yeah, give money to Thunder River Theater Company.
We love Thunder River.
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
Place. It's good people, good place. Give them the money. Like, give them all your money.
All things in time, if not today, if not tomorrow. All things in time, we can't predict what comes to pass. All we control is how we react and how we recover. Something like faith deep in your skin, everything in its time. All things in time, some things come quick, some things come easy, but all things will come given the chance and given the room. I can't decide the length of a day, the depth of the ocean. I just decide what to explore. Maybe it's just wanting it more. Want it enough, let it begin. Everything in its time. What if we come out of this time a stronger, more compassionate, caring community, better than we can possibly imagine? No way to know, no guarantees, nothing but choices. There's something to fear, something to lose. I will be here waiting with you. you, trusting what's true, stumbling blind, but knowing we'll find everything in its
Bravo, Nina.
Nina, we love you.
Lest anybody think that was David Dyer with the beautiful red hair.
Right? And what now? See, Corey, you think your costume changes were good? We did a sex change.
It's very convincing.
And you know, Nina and I did Love, Loss, and What I Wore at Thunder River.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Hey, David and Nina, I just want to thank you so much for wrapping up our evening for us.
That was
And
beautiful.
You
What
two
a
are
beautiful
such a gift
choice.
to our community. And Nina, you have done so much for Thunder River, and I just want to take a moment to thank you for everything you've done for us. So
Well,
thank you.
it's as we say in the biz, it's my pleasure, right? I'm the one that benefits. So I thank you for all your hard work and holding it together and everyone's support this evening. This was an amazing night. And I'm humbled by the people that have been watching from all across this country. And what an amazing evening. And thank you for putting this together. And thank you to the amazing David Dyer. He's right there. There he is.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. It was
And
a pleasure
Jeannie
to be
and Corey, you did a beautiful job this evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
And
you
We're
so
going to
much.
be together soon.
We'd like to thank my inspiration for this because I grew up watching Jerry Lewis doing his telethon for muscular dystrophy. And
Yeah.
that, to me, that was the pinnacle. Right, Corey?
That was the absolute pinnacle. And it was a
That's
marathon.
what we strove for tonight.
Yeah.
And
So next year we're doing the whole weekend, right?
Yeah.
My
And-
hair is gray enough.
And I heard this firsthand from a man who knew Jerry Lewis. And he told me yesterday that all through that weekend, Jerry Lewis, whenever he had a break, whenever somebody was singing a song and he was on break, he'd go into his dressing room. And in order to keep that beautiful pleat in his pants, he took them off. And anybody who visited him in the dressing room was like,
That's why I didn't wear mine tonight.
I knew it. And that's why Miller wasn't wearing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we get $20,000 in gifts right now, David Dyer will stand up from the piano.
And Miller's coming back in his pantsless state.
All right, with that, I think we should wrap up the evening.
Thank you to all of you wonderful contributors. Thank you for this wonderful audience. And thank you to everybody who worked on this, especially Corey, organizer, and especially Sean, who worked wizardry from the virtual backstage.
Sean is the man behind the curtains tonight. And so, Sean, we can't thank you enough. And also, of course, to the rest of the staff, Lauren and Cameron and all the board, everyone that has helped make this happen, all the performers tonight. You know, Thunder River Theater Company really is about community. And my heart is so full after this tonight. I promised a friend of mine I wouldn't cry on camera tonight, but thank
Sean,
you so much.
Cut Corey. He's going to cry. Give me more camera time.
Jeannie, I want to close with thanking you. You've been unbelievable tonight. And
pleasure.
Your spirit's incredible. So thank you so much. Thanks everyone else out there. Have a great night and be safe, be healthy. Please keep social distancing where it's necessary so that we get through this all healthy together. And we'll get through this. So with that, everyone have a great night. Thank you.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.